Let's start with Pochettino. He's been sacked at PSG.
Yep.
Are you surprised he won the league? He didn't win the Champions League, which is, I'm guessing, why they finally pulled the trigger. Are you surprised?
Not surprised. I think you look at the club. I don't think it does itself any harm. I think it does itself harm, the way it goes through managers. Winning the Champions League, sometimes the best team does it. You look at Real Madrid. Chelsea were the better team when they played them, got beat. Manchester City were the better team against Real Madrid, got beat. They've got an affinity with that tournament. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the best team doesn't win that tournament. Real Madrid win it more often than not. So not winning the Champions League in his first full season, I think that's harsh. He got 65.5% win ratio, won the league. He's won a couple of cups since he's been there. He's been there 18 months and they got rid of him. I don't think he's harmed he's how people look at him and how people perceive him.
Not at all, he's not.
I think it's an impossible job. If you look through the team, you've got Messi, Neymar and Mbappe.
Yeah.
You've got Verratti, who I think is a top-class midfielder, and you've got Donnarumma, and I think the rest of them are not top draw players for me. You know, like when you start talking about Liverpool players, or you start talking about some Real Madrid players, or start talking about some Manchester City players, I think you could go through the team and there's top players throughout the team.
Yeah. I
think they've got a top forward line, they've got Verratti and they've got Donnarumma. And apart from that, I think...
But there are players like Ramos and like Messi that I think he has to pick. You know, there's not...
It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult when you have superstars that are possibly bought into the football club, not by yourself, not by your choice, and they expect to play. Never mind whether you expect to play them, and you're expected to play them anyway. It's a little bit like, excuse me for bringing him into the conversation so early, but a little bit like Ronaldo. You know, he went to Manchester United. I'm not sure whether that was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's choice. In the end, they took him. He scored lots of goals, but was it beneficial to the club? I think a lot of people now in hindsight are looking at him thinking maybe it wasn't. And rumours are he once away and he's took a couple of days off through family problems. Hope he's all right and hope everything's all right with the family. But it looks like, this is going to be an inevitable leaving of Ronaldo from Manchester United.
Is he a top manager, Pochettino? Is he in that bracket?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, let's say top manager winning things. He's won things now. I thought he was a top manager when he was at Tottenham and he wasn't winning anything at Tottenham. But when you look at him and you look at the way that the players get on with him, I think that's what tells me he's a top manager. He's got empathy for players.
But he won a Farmers League effectively with PSG. Well, the level of football they play over there isn't as great.
But what about Gautier, who they've brought in? He was at Nice. They finished 5th.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Well, I personally think that you and I could win the league over there if we were managing.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, if we've got Messi, if we've got Mbappe, if we've got Neymar, if we've got Donnarumma, you've got some great players there.
Of course you have.
You should be able to win that league, right?
I agree.
So I just wonder if his stock has risen through winning the league. Any manager goes to a foreign country, wins the league, you go, oh my God, they won over in Italy, they won it over in wherever. But winning the league over in France, I don't necessarily think that takes you to the next level. It's so much expectation, right?
I just think that the model at PSG is wrong. They get big players in, a little bit like the Real Madrid of the Galactico era. They bring in big players, getting a coach, and pretty much you're going to win La Liga. You're going to have a great chance of winning the Champions League, and that's what they've done. I think with PSG, it's almost like in the infancy. They've not quite got over the final line with the Champions League, but winning the league is almost bread and butter. They're going to do that every year, but winning the Champions League is the big one, and they keep on changing the manager. You look at other clubs that I highlight Manchester City again. Pep's failed at winning the Champions League 3 or 4 seasons now, but they're sticking with him because they believe in a certain model, they believe in the way he wants to play, and eventually if they stick with him, I think inevitably he's going to win it. Okay,
just quickly, there's so many people want to have the sound. Just quickly, what clubs in the Premier League would swap their manager for Pochettino right now? Let me throw some at you, right? Would Aston Villa swap Gerrard?
No.
They wouldn't?
I think just because he's brought in his players now, he's had a full season last season where it's not gone brilliantly. I think he's under pressure to produce. They finished 14th last season. I think they need to be inside the top 10 and they want to give him a chance because he's a top man. He's obviously got a great history with the Premier League and our country, and I think they'll stick with him and give him a chance to get there.
Just going on what you just said, there's Steven Gerrard under pressure, you think?
I think he's under pressure. He's brought in a coach, Neil Critchley, who I've seen develop at Blackpool, himself and the football club. He couldn't turn that opportunity down to go and manage with Steven, and I think if he's got that right rapport with Neil Critchley, I think Steven Gerrard should be successful. The recruitment that they've already made, the players that they brought in, the squad that they already had, the support that they've got from the fans and the sitter, I think they should be in the top 10, and I think if he's not, he will be under pressure. Okay, just quickly, Arsenal. Would Arsenal fans swap Arteta for Pochettino? No, because I think they're on a journey. with Arteta, and he
Leicester,
brought his players in.
Brendan Rodgers.
I think Leicester is an interesting one because I think when you look at Leicester City, they finished the season okay, but they underachieved last season, and Brendan will be the first to admit that. Certain players I didn't think pulled the weight. They had terrible injury problems at the back, which really affected the performances and the results and the confidence at the football club. So it's an interesting time for Brendan. If Brendan doesn't start well, I could see that possibly there being a change at Leicester City.
Okay.
talkSPORT Drive with Andy Goldstein. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.